season because I've always felt that Community needed to do a musical episode, but that's something that, I mean, Grey's Anatomy did a musical episode, Scrubs did a musical episode, that it's not like just doing it makes the audience go, oh, thank you for doing it. Like, it's been done, so you have to do it well in order for it to be special. And I feel like writing songs is like a crapshoot. It takes a long time to write songs, and you don't know if you spend 8 hours on one, if you come out on the other side with no time left and a crappy song.
We actually had to hire a Emmy Award-winning lyricist to help us out.
Yes. I won an Emmy for my songwriting. But Steve and his partner Annie, they, because Annie's a big musical nerd and stuff, it was like, this is the year it's going to happen for sure. And I was like, good. I like when the writers get passionate about stuff and force me to do stuff that I think I would chicken out on a little for another season.
I want to say something about Dan Harmon. He is a brilliant lyricist, and you know the rap that Troy and Abed do, right? I heard a version of Dan Harmon rapping. That was a horrible rendition of what he did. But no, he literally, I heard Donald do it, and I thought, oh, that's so nice that you did it, whatever. And Donald was like, no, this is exactly Dan Harmon's flow. Dan Harmon did the exact rap with that same, it was genius. You should play it, you have it?
Yeah, I have my phone right here. What if I accidentally play the voicemail from Chevy where he tells me I'm only gonna live to 57 the way I eat?
Keep the picture pretty.
He cursed me like a gypsy. I really believe that. I think that's such a specific number. Dude, you're only gonna live to 57. Like that's like a curse. I got cursed by Fletch.
Yeah, another subject event. You and Joel, there was a really great episode this season, the foosball episode, where backstory on your characters and a really nice friendship bonding there at the end for Jeff and Shirley. Going forward, are we going to touch upon that again to see those two interact?
Yeah, you know what? One of the first episodes I worked with Joel was in the first season, and that was also the first time Joel and I, as actors, were working together and got to know each other. So Shirley and Jeff becoming friends was kind of me and Joel becoming friends. Now we're 2 seasons down the line and we're already friends, so it was like getting to have them all to myself. I'm very selfish when I get cast members to myself. Like I love when I get Gillian by myself or Allison by myself. So we found out that there's a nice little sweetness about Shirley and Jeff together, and thankfully the writers have written maybe 3 or 4 more times this season where we get to see them together in some capacity, I think?
Yeah, I did figure that out about smack in the middle of this season that, we got to get back to that gossip story from the first season when you became a confidant of his. I mean, your characters are in a similar age bracket, and I think that, I won't prattle on about that, but it's weird in TV. You're selling heads on a box, and sometimes you're supposed to think as hard as you think about things like remedial chaos and paintball and all this stuff, and then another part of your job is just to think like a douche, like a producer douche, just kind of like, put her next to him, she pops. And you kind of because that's what the show is, people standing around and like being with each other and stuff. But somehow that next to Joel works for your character.
It's a funny visual, I think, too, because we're like just so opposite in every way. So.
Now, Ken, I don't know how much you can reveal, but that trailer, that very cool trailer we just saw, there's some interesting glimpses in there. There's a large Chang banner being unfurled. You're dressed like Napoleon at one point. Anything you can say about what's going on there?
I mean, nothing I want to say except I don't want to spoil anything, but this is my favorite Chang arc of the series. So this incarnation of Chang has been my favorite because it combines the authority from season 1 with the patheticness of season 2. It splits the difference in season 3 with being a security guard. So when Dan told me over the summer I'd be a security guard, I instantly got it. I was crying, laughing instantly, and I just saw it happening. And it's I just can't wait for you guys to see it because it really is just some of the favorite stuff I've ever done on the show.
People are dead!
Now, Gillian and Dan Ken. You both sort of talked about figuring Britta out in those first few episodes. Britta is such an awesome character. What do you think it was that sort of got her to click in and for people to really, I think now really, really adore her?
When I wrote the pilot, I needed a carrot for this rapscallion character, Jeff Winger, and so Gillian had to play this role of like the girl that the guy wants, and like all kind of nerdy writers like me do, the ideal girl is always just this list of eclectic traits. We don't know. We just sort of, we're nerds, so we go like, my favorite girl will wear Chuck Taylors, and she'll listen to Radiohead, and she does this, and she does that. It's just sort of a list of stuff that you fantasize about, your fetishes and stuff, and there's no more dimension than that. And so that's what the character was in the pilot, and I figured, well, if we get picked up, we'll figure out who this person is, because that's not going to work for a series. And then when we got picked up, we sat down with the writers, and Hillary Winston, one of the first season writers, I said, so let's start talking about the characters. Let's start with Britta. And Hillary said, I don't like her. And I said, okay, what don't you like about her? Because I wouldn't trust her. I feel like if I went shoe shopping with her and felt vulnerable for a second and acted like a woman, she'd punish me for it. She'd make me feel awkward about it. Like I wouldn't be able to be. She just rattled off all these things. And instead of changing the character, I thought, okay, so that's who Britta is. She's the woman that women don't like. Let's start with that. And so you see that in Football, Feminism, and You. I think it's the peeing alone story. She tries to be, is that Peabody? And is that Dumpster as a Peabody because she's a drag in the bathroom. And she confesses women don't like her and cries and stuff about it. So that was the beginning. And then that just sort of, I think the second weird burst was the bagel thing, because I say bagel wrong, and the writers tease me and the actors tease me, and I had just been ridiculed an extra amount the week that I was doing a rewrite on that episode, and I just gave Britta that trait, and I think that's what male writers need to learn to do more. This is like you got to turn off the part of your brain that interprets a character as through their gender sometimes, like half the time, so that you have a dimensionalized character that because a guy just went, oh, this person is fallible in this way, and that way, and then I think that's what creates a good female character, is a guy forgetting that it's a female character a lot.
It works with diversity too.
No, it doesn't. Black people are completely specific. They have a list of qualities that they share with each other. I am a race expert. I'll be speaking at RaceCon. They respect me very much. And there's a black person that runs that convention, and they're very articulate, and I enjoy their I like them. They're one of my best friends.
Gillian, when you haven't seen like the ones in that episode where she's like, I lived in New York.
Yeah.
You just embrace that sort of that part of her.
Oh, I love it. I love her indignation. I like her hypocrisy. I like her fallibility, her stubbornness, and I like her tough skin because she withstands a lot of abuse and doesn't learn from it. Just keeps going down that road, and I just love playing Britta, and I think it's a gift as an actress, to play a character like this, and I'm so glad that people have embraced the Britta-ness of Britta, and I love the character so much.
Guys, we're going to start going to audience questions in 1 second. Just line up right over there. Before that, I just want to ask, you guys have all worn a lot of crazy costumes, and I know there's more to come. For the writers, it's just became a thing where you're like, what can we get them in this week? And for the actors, are you just used to it now? Like, okay, we're going to be wearing these strange outfits this week.
Wait till you see this Thursday's episode, not the one that you just watched, but the one that's actually airing this Thursday.
There's a lot of delights.
You're going to see some costumes. Yes, finally taking advantage of the celebrity that I most resemble.
So true. Me too. Right?
And writers are you just like seeing these guys dressed up in different ways.
I think like I guess we can't really give it away, but like this Thursday's episode, it was an idea that's been kicking around. I think like the last year and a half we were going to want to do this thing, and we finally did it. And it was inherent in the story. Like, oh, can I speak more vaguely? There's some funny costumes. No, literal right words. Yeah. God, we cannot wait to get that Napoleon outfit on Ken. I've been drawing on the wall for 2 years. The other day, I think I guess occasionally with Dean Collins, we're like, what's that hilarious idea we had? Oh, half man, half woman. Yeah, let's.
All right, guys, let's start getting some audience questions out there. I know you're there in the darkness. There we go.
Oh, hi.
Mic, please.